Hopefully the microphone's working, because if not I've got to film all this again. Opening sequence, take 2. I love the sound of breaking glass. Not when it's inside of bottles on my shelf. Well, I guess that's what it happens when commercial companies overcarbonate their ciders. Yes, came in here the other night to grab something or other to check on the internet. And I thought, Christ, it still stinks in here from when I blew that beer out, stale beer out of the cooler. And I thought, well, it shouldn't do, so I give the old carpet a bit of squirty. Why does it stink? Then I stood down here and I noticed a little piece of clear glass, and I thought, this bloody rack I've got here with the bouncing of the floor, some of these wine bottles tend to creep and fall off sometimes. So I thought, oh, I got a broken bottle. Look down there, no wine bottle, got a bit of label on it. Then I recognised the label, and if you remember, I got some cases of cider. I had 3 of them on the shelf over here, and the bottom cardboard was rather wet and smelly. 5 bottles out of 12 had exploded in one pack and 1 bottle in the other, as you just saw on the little snippet from my mobile phone. So I am now re-recording this section once again. You'll find out why in a little while. Son of a dick, as Harry would say. But yeah, we have another purchase. I know some people have got the Gopros, and I managed to source this little bad boy. This is the SJ Cam SJ4000, the rail version. I think basically the story goes, the Chinese copied the Gopro, then the success of this meant that the Chinese copied the copy, and some of those aren't so good. Now there will be a little bit of video coming up shortly that I splice in to continue from this, which I've already filmed, explaining what else I've bought, and if you leave the jack plug in, it cuts the microphone off. So the last 2 segments of video I have now going to be scrapping, because unless you can lip read, they won't be a lot of fucking use. But yeah, so it came, I think it was about 43 quid. Comes with a bundle of accessories. I did purchase a little mini tripod for 99p from 7dayshop.com, because I had to order a Kingston memory card for it. It takes the mini SD cards. I did have one of the cheapo ching dang ching ching tong tong ones, but they are not happy with those. They won't record. I bought a couple because I got one of these dash cams to put in the car. That quite happily works with a cheap generic memory card, but this doesn't. But it works now, as you'll see shortly, hopefully, as long as my video editing software is happy with it. But yeah, you get a few accessories. There's a little mount there, which you've got the tripod screw fitting, so you can mount it either way. It's on a quick, whoops, very quick disconnect. There's a quick disconnect with a clip on it, so you can attach it to yourself. Straps, handlebar mount, or a cock ring, depending on what you're into. Bits and pieces to attach, and you've got your waterproof case, which again has the attachment to fit it to the various accessories. And so you fit your camera in there quite snugly, and click that down. It comes with a second back screen with 2 slots cut in it, because obviously once this is mounted in a watertight compartment, the microphone doesn't work too well. So there is a second one with it with slots in it, which probably won't make a hell of a lot of difference really. Yeah, it didn't seem too bad a value for money. We'll see shortly how well it goes up on my Power Director software. Just the front button as a power on, Obviously it's got the wide angle screen so that you can see loads of stuff there, and the digital readout with your counter, battery life and such and so on. Put this backwards, but yeah, it's fairly simplistic, a bit like myself. This has probably just got a better memory than I have. Yeah, so less than £45 anyway. So I'll cease here and cut into the other bits that are a tribute to the great Charles Chaplin. We turn it on now and we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's not muted the video all the way through, which it may well have fucking done. Well, I've got a visual display on my screen which I've never seen before, which looks like it reacts to sound because it's going up and down like a little bar graph on a VU meter. So hopefully plugging it in didn't mute the other video, because if not, I've just spoke through most of this video for absolutely no fucking good reason at all. What a dick. Anyway, yeah, so that's on standard setting. Then that's the 10 dB. I don't know whether that'll make much change. I'll probably overdrive it now because we're fairly close to the mic. And I think that's the bass tone, or that's the other way around. Doesn't really tell you a lot in the instructions. They're in good old Chinglish. We'll just turn the dB off again and that, and we'll leave it on. It's battery powered, so it's independent from the camera. So that's that bit done. Yeah, so you can do a full tilt like the photography stands, which basically is what it is. Some of these are quite expensive. You can zoom in with this little SJ cam, and basically it allows you a little bit more free movement. And just occur with the screw. The reason being, although I don't do a lot of pan, as you can maybe out here, that's this. This is your, you know, you undo the arm and swing round. Probably the worst tripod I got for it, but they do creak and groan. But with this one, you just undo your little locking nut there, and that is absolutely it. Virtually no noise at all. The other investment, if any of you watched Bobby Myers' video a few weeks ago, was one of these Trackstar SGC 598 microphones that fit on top of the camera, which has got a 10 dB cut and a boost. So we'll go back to the other camera.